My name is Ayfer Ozdemir. I am from Turkey. I will explain. Where is my study area? My study area in Turkey, in Eregli-Ulukisla, near the Mediterranean region, between, maybe you cannot know the province and village. My study area is between Niğde, maybe you know Nevşehir, Cappadocia, near Nevşehir, Çamardı village and Çamardı, Ereğli and Bor village. Why we choose this basin? Firstly, Eregli-Ulukisla Basin is related to Tuz Gölü Basin. What is this mean? The studies of hydrocarbon investigation in Tuz Gölü Basin have yielded positive results until now. And the previous studies indicated there was occurrence of natural gas. When we look at Eregli-Ulukisla Basin, has a similar characteristic of Tuz Gölü Basin. Because of their occurrence time and sediments are similar to each other. Secondly, there can be hydrocarbon potential in Eregli-Ulukisla Basin. And also, the previous studies indicated that Çifteyan, Halkapınar, and Hasankazi formation in Eregli-Ulukisla Basin have poor medium petroleum source properties. Why we choose this formation, Guney formation? When we look at previous studies, Guney formation is lateral transitive to Hasankazi formation, which carries petroleum source rock properties. When we evaluated petroleum source rock properties of Guney formation, unfortunately, took analysis results of Guney formation is below 0.5%. These results represents Guney formation cannot be evaluated as a petroleum source rock. When we look at sedimentary rock properties of Guney formation, the formation is a typical turbiditic formation, which includes petroleum source rock properties and reservoir rock properties. What does mean that? As I said before, we have a little total organic carbon results. This means that shale Guney formation can be generate petroleum and migrated other sediment layers. This figure you can see geology of Guney formation. Guney formation at north and south has difficult characteristics. I'm sorry, I remember. Guney formation was stirred gradually from north to south. As a result of this, the Guney formation has different age and different phases. As I said before, Guney formation is a turbiditic. The Guney Formation represents turbiditic characteristics. Because of this, Guney Formation includes some pebbles in the beginning, medium fine graded sandstone open pebbles, and finally gradual sandstone shale was observed on the top. And you can see easily Guney Formation has different stratigraphy. At north, Guney Formation transitively Ulukisla and overlays transitively Ulukisla and Hasan Gazi Formation. But in contrast to north, at the south, we can look at Akpınar, Aktoprak Formation overlays Guney Formation. The main focus of the study representing petroleum reservoir rock properties of Guney Formation. Firstly, I examined petrography of Guney Formation. We handled many samples from the field. 52 samples handled from the area. Results of petrographic examination of Guney Formation sandstones as evaluated grain roughness, sorting type of contact, cement type, porosity type by using a microscope. When we look at the results of petrographic examination of Guney Formation, generally grain roughness is range from less sorted and sorted. Type of contact of grain sandstones is exact and tangential. When we look at cement type, generally cement type of sandstone, clay and carbonate. Little we faced ferric oxide cement type. This figure represents us image of petrographic examination by using microscope. You can easily ferric oxide cement type on the top A. Maybe you can see A image. When we look at image C, demi-lithic rock fragments, quartz and feldspar, and we evaluated in image on C. We can easily our sandstones worst graded. I'm sorry. Yeah. The sandstone on the basin, when we look at all the image, have medium texture mature, medium bed sorting. Especially you can see on the image, medium bed sorting, general dense, and sometimes we face good sorting of Guney formation. Why we use petrographic examination? Petrography, grain roughness, texture type, cement type affect reservoir rock properties. Because of this, firstly, we focus on petrographic examination of sandstone of the formation. Root green of Guney Formation sandstone, the table represents us. When we look at quartz, we divided quartz, total quartz, monoquartz and polyquartz and feldspar, and we look at rock fragments and other mineral. When we look at this table, monoquartz is ranged between 45%, polyquartz is ranged between 5 and 40%, feldspar 12, 8 and 15%, and rock fragment unfortunately is actually affect reservoir rock properties 12, 8 and 85%. Other minerals includes epidote and mica. As a result of the petrographic examination of Guney Formation, according to the fault, the sandstones are lithic arenite and feldspar lithic arenite. When we look at reservoir rock analysis of Guney Formation, firstly, we focus on porosity values, and we have enough. When we have enough porosity values, we look at permeability analysis. If we evaluate reservoir rock analysis according to the Leverson, the results represent as worse graded when we evaluated Guney Formation. Guney Formation has worse graded, medium, well graded. Why we have high porosity values, but why we haven't enough permeability values in contrast to porosity values? Diagenetic evaluation of Guney Formation affect this result. We have high porosity values, but we haven't we haven't high enough permeability values. Because of this, we evaluated Guney Formation depend on diagenetic steps. Diagenetic process on Guney Formation, sandstone were observed lithification and autogenesis. When we look at on the top of the image, you can see lithification steps. When we look at below bottom of the slide, you can see quartz. This process represents as autogenesis scientific steps. Guney Formation sandstones were packaged close in deep marine environments. The sandstones grains contacted with each other, either tangential or entire. Pore space in sandstones connected with clay cement in deep marine environment. In contrast to deep marine environment, they connected with carbonate cement on the shallow environment. Okay. Okay. The final, last slide. What are the results of the study? Guney Formation sandstone grains showed less angular groundness and medium word sorting properties. Porosity permeability values were affected negatively by worse sorting, less angular roughness. Pore space in the sandstone were reduced by clay cement, ferric oxide cement, altered rock fragments, and recrystallisation of quartz minerals. Although results of porosity permeability analysis showed us Guney Formation has worse reservoir rock properties, the sandstone samples taken from canal fillings in the study area indicated that the Guney Formation has medium well petroleum reservoir rock properties due to their have high porosity and permeability values. Finally, when we evaluated Guney Formation, unfortunately, Guney Formation shows us the formation has worse petroleum reservoir properties. Thank you very much.
You have a question? I have a question.
Thank you.
Okay. The paper is very interesting. Only some perplexity. One is how do you link the work you do with the climate change problem? The second question, because this conference is Earth Science and climate change. So in your mind, what is this link about this interest? And the other question is about the role of faults in possible belt of oil or unconventional oil in this region with respect to the rest of the region. So the fault could be a different path for oil and gas. Thank you.
First question, I understand how we depend on climate change process, this study. Everyone knows that petroleum affects the climate change. Maybe it is affects very much the process. When we use petroleum, the climate change process is fast. If we think in my country, unfortunately, we have developed country, developing country. We are not developed country. Because of this, I'm sorry, we should use petroleum now. I don't. I'm sorry.
We have
I
to
don't
use
understand.
oil. No, this, I understand your point of view, but in general, there are
Yeah.
some technologies, for example, CO2 enhanced oil recovery, which have the double aim, purpose, to produce more oil, but injecting CO2 underground. So
Yeah.
this is a very important to understand. Even in Turkey,
Me,
there are
yeah.
some possibility about it. Enhanced
Yeah.
oil recovery and
Yeah.
also enhanced gas recovery, but the very soon mixing between CO2 and methane. So the gas breakthrough is too fast for enhanced gas recovery. So we try also in Italy to understand that it's very fast.
Yeah, maybe you don't know Tuzgölü Basin. There are many salt walls. Many studies are in my country. You said injected, yeah. For injection in Tuzgölü Basin to salt wall, they try to find salt dome. You know salt dome? Yeah. It is special for storing hydrocarbon. Their study many studies are continuing for this subject. Thank you.